what is going to happen in the future that we can't take a plea now. Stay out of trouble and show up for your court dates. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court in the amount of $1,000 if you mess up on bond? If you screw up, we put you back in jail. It's going to cost you $1,000 to get out. Understood?
Thank you.
Counsel, your appearance for Mr. McClure?
Thank you. Addie Satchwell, P85689 on behalf of Mr. McClure. Mr. McClure, can you please unmute and say your name for the record?
Malik Masad Carl McClure.
Thank you. What are we doing today, counsel?
Your Honor, I think we are setting this for an exam and I would like to be heard on bond if possible.
All right, pick a Tuesday. Let's take care of the date and then we'll talk about bond.
Next week if possible.
Heather? Heather, did I lose you?
Sorry, I thought I was talking to you, Judge. Yep, 12 o'clock.
Perfect. Thank you.
Counsel, I show the bond at 5,000, 10%. I don't see any additional conditions.
Yes, Your Honor. I am wondering if it's possible the court would modify that to a PR bond if it's necessary to have a tether along with that. Mr. McClure is, I think it's very likely this case will be resolved. It's it sounds like a family misunderstanding. He's a young man. He lives with his mother. So,
Mr. McClure, before you went to jail, were you working?
Yes, sir. I get do on and off work. I do roofing. I plan on starting my company this year.
I'm sorry, you started a company this year?
No, I plan on starting my company this year. I do roofing part-time right now.
Okay. And what kind of company are you going to start?
Roofing. I'm going to get my LLC, general contractor.
Okay. All right. All right, counsel, I'll put him on a personal bond.
thank you,
Mr.
Your Honor.
First two conditions are really obvious. Stay out of trouble and show up for your court dates.
Yes, sir.
Can you do that?
Yes, sir, I can.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court in the amount of $1,000 if you mess up on bond?
Yes, sir. I will pay the $1,000 if I mess up on bond.
If you screw up, we put you back in jail. It's going to cost you $1,000 to get out. Understood?
I understand, sir.
Any questions for your attorney?
No, sir.
All right, we're all set then. You can let the jailers know that you're done with them.
All right, thank you, sir.
Ms.
All right.
Satchwell, so do I need to do a writ to get him out? Is he still, he's going to be staying in Monroe?
He should be out by then. His final court date is on Friday. So if not, maybe we can do a writ just to be sure, but I think he'll likely be out of the Monroe County Jail by that point.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And I apologize for not being on time. I was under the impression it was at the time the exam had been previously set. So I apologize for any inconvenience to the court. That's the last thing I want to do.
I'm just
Thank
glad
you,
that we
Dawn.
didn't lose the jail. That's
Yes.
the only thing. We usually only have them for an hour.
Yes, it won't happen again. I'll make sure that I double check the ROA next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Heather, anything else, Roddy?
Nope.
All right, Joe, I just got invited to lunch today, so we gotta get this thing moving.
I don't, you know, I don't know where we're at. And you go get some information. What time do I lunch?
When I'll go up the street. Heather,
Yes.
Carol's out here talking to herself just like you do. Must be the chair.
Must be.
That comes to myself.
Heather, I just got a notification that I've been registered for the Courtyard Marriott in Lansing. Is that Shannon with that conflict we're talking about? Did you hear that?
What?
Just got an email that I've been registered for May 5th through 7th at Courtyard and Marriott Lansing. Is that?
That's the
Probation
mad
thing?
poll, I think. Yep, the probation one. Do you want? This one I have to wait for the prosecutor. He's gonna send me another one of these, but
Okay.
I think I might just do it, send it to him to verify it, and then she. Can I go over it? Or do you have questions? Well, I'll go over them and then I'll bring them to you. If there's.
Give me a name, Joe.
Sherelle, Sewell, if you want, scratch it. Yeah, I'll be able to not see.
Sewell?
Sewell, S-U-S-E-U.
Bunch of files.
Yep, I got them. Give me this up here. Yeah.
Counsel, ready on Sewell.
Your Honor. Good morning, Your Honor. Tim QMP 64917. Same to my left, Mr. Sewell, who say thank you for so Your Honor, today's Sunday, scheduled for pre-trial, we have a resolution and not separate, but we will be pleading guilty to one out of no ops one person responsible to 2 civil infractions of no insurance, no registration, with the understanding that everything else will be assumed to be has been advised of his rights. Where it goes right to put that right.
All right, so we've got a misdemeanor registration or plate charge. We got a misdemeanor no insurance. We're gonna take those down to civil infractions, dismiss the misdemeanors. And we got a disobey a police officer and another misdemeanor registration plate. Those are just gonna get kicked. And then we got a DWLS we're taking down to a no ops.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Did you discuss your rights with counsel? Do you understand your rights and the options presented by those rights? Do you understand the possible penalty for the charges? And are you pleading guilty and or responsible to those charges freely and voluntarily? All right, did you drive a vehicle in Belleville on March 26, 23?
Yeah.
And at that time, was your license suspended, revoked, or denied? I'll accept your plea to the added charge of no valid operator's license on person. I'll dismiss the drove while license suspended charge. I'm also going to dismiss 1 count of registration and plate and 1 count of disobey a police officer. You're pleading responsible to civil infractions, no insurance, and registration or plate violations, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I will accept those pleas and dismiss the misdemeanors. Let me catch up with the paperwork, gentlemen. Then we'll talk fines and costs.
Judge, can you say which registration plate you're dropping or dismissing, please?
Yep. The no insurance, you know what that one is. So the 277E is going to be taken down to a civil infraction. The other registration was dismissed. Does that make sense?
277B, you're taking down to the civil?
B, yep.
Okay, thank you.
Counsel, why don't you tell me something about your client before I sentence?
Defendant's 31 years old, judge, employed, is here today with families in the process of trying to get his license. It's been a long time, he needs to get it. It's causing him all sorts of problems.
Yeah.
Ask that you take that into account. It, line of defense itself, judge, He was on a mini bike. That's what happened. The disobey officer was going around a traffic barricade. He did cooperate immediately afterwards. He was compliant, my understanding. And Judge, again, he's trying to get his license back, whatever you can do to help him out in that regard.
All right. Where are you working at, sir? You work for? You don't know the name of the company you work for?
Sure.
Trucker? Hero, okay. How long have you been there? All right. Anything else you want me to consider before I sentence you? Say again? You're already into us for $4,000. Without today's files. Looks like you've never made a payment on anything.
I'm already losing guys that much.
Yeah. Those are all tickets, most of which you defaulted.
We just take it straight out of my checks.
We don't have that ability, do we? I'll put you on a payment plan, but we can't do like a direct payroll deposit type thing.
Tickets, a lot of days, right, trying to get it done.
Yeah. You gotta stop driving. You gotta stop driving. You're not a good enough driver to get away with it.
Yeah, that's.
I know, I'm serious. I'm not trying to rub salt in your wounds, but you know, they don't stop you because you're driving without a license. They stop you because you're speeding, or they stop you because you go through a stop sign, and then they find out you don't have a license. All right, so on the two civil infractions, fines a cost of $150 each. On the misdemeanor, fines a cost $400 and 6 days on the court work program. You pick the days. You pick your own schedule on those days. I'm gonna send you downstairs, so that's gonna get you up to over $4,500 total. So almost five. So go downstairs and talk about your options. There are some plans that you can do. So like you do some charity work and that'll knock off some of your fines and costs. We'll put you on a straight payment plan. But you've got options on the money. Any questions?
The defendants did have a bond posted in his name. I believe it was a third-party bond. I know that the part is here. I don't see anything to that effect. I don't have access to that information.
Yeah. You showing any bond or anything?
Most of the meetings.
So are you folks with him? Who posted the money? What's your name? Do you want your money back or do you want to put it towards his fines and costs? You posted bond to assure he was here today and he showed. So your bond did what it was supposed to do. If you want your bond back, you can get 90% of your bond back. If you want to apply it to his fines and costs, we'll just knock it off his balance. Okay, so you go, if we've got it, did you find any bond? You got your bond receipt so we can figure out where it went? Because it might have went to pay off some civil infractions already.
Yeah, I think it might be. Did you post it in Wayne County or the police department?
Oh, we don't have it yet? We don't have it yet. When we get it, we'll take our 10% bond fee and return it. Can you make a note of that?
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions? All right, good luck. Counsel, you got anybody else ready?
One more, dude.
Newton, come on up.
Good morning, Your Honor. You have a name on behalf of the 649. But the two statement. You're really moving.
Good morning, man.
For the final pre-trial, if you let victims discuss the matter with them.
Pick a Tuesday.
With that, not hard. But we're hopeful that we can have that date.
I have.
What time's your first one, do you know? And that was March 3rd? Ma'am, March 3rd, 9:15 work? All right, and bond is continued.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. Can you scratch that one, Joe? Newton,
But yeah. Oh, it's gonna be at 9:37.
Yep, it's scratched. All right.
I did 2, or I did 7.
We still got bodies floating around out there?
I think so.
You have a list of who's checking.
Awesome.
So let me try to sync these and I'll let you know what we got going on.
I could throw it back and forth. Yeah. So,
So what was the lady's name that showed up drunk today?
I mean, I did, you'll come to across the one that I already did. I did the 7, 8. I just, I.
I'm Lita Green,
But I remember I didn't.
Pets.
Oh, okay.
Down with my. Oh, okay.
Pat had a. Tennis club today? You said she was here for a Royal third?
Mm-hmm.
1 feet. And she drove?
Ramos is doing search warrant right now.
Wow.
She might have a substance abuse issue.
I think maybe just a low one.
And she was acting all kind of crazy.
That's unknown sunlight.
So it's probably not just alcohol she's dealing with.
I don't know. She may
Let me take it.
Oh, because she was way up there. All right, Judge. I do have a couple people that
That's will be fun if we don't get it done.
I don't know what the deal is with this Montgomery file. OIL third.
Oh, Montgomery, you never heard from the attorney?
Oh, that was okay. I know what that was.
Plus 6
Yeah.
days.
So I have the attorney. I don't have him.
Well,
He's on Zoom. He's on
Is he
Zoom.
very so often?
I'm gonna call and
Think so.
question.
Why don't you ask if he did something?
Okay. So I got Davis is still here. Deloy is still here. That's
Those bodies are here.
guys. Yes.
Let's pull those on.
All right.
Davis, who's the next one?
Davis, Deloy.
I think we did Deloy. We already did Deloy.
Okay, now scratch that. I may have missed that. Besser. With a B.
Filed not here, so we must have done that too.
Okay. I don't know. I missed all this. Oh, all right. Let me, Astro's done. Besser's done. Call it Roy. So I have Geist, G-I-S-T. Let me pull it.
Yep.
I got Stevens,
I got no Stevens spot.
Brittany.
No.
She's not crossed any place. 9 a.m.
Heather, you in there?
I am. I think she
Brittany's-
got adjourned.
Okay.
All right, so across that with them. All right, we'll go down to Clearwater Pool. Okay, let me get to the last page, see what we got. Nothing else.
That's it.
Yep.
Thank you. So, I want to see it. Yeah, I want to see it. Where?
Was that? Cheeky.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, we haven't seen a movie in forever. Yeah. Yeah, I want to see it. She's an impressive woman.
I've learned a lot about her.
She speaks like 7 languages.
They didn't get into that.
Yeah.
I don't want to give it away.
Yeah, but she's not just Army Campbell.
No,
Yeah.
no, not. And it kind of shows. It's worse.
Yeah, good.
I got a lot of insight in her. It made a lot more sense. All right, am I going to, check this week?
Is it always this?
No, there's a lot. I don't know.
There is a lot going on.
There's this, yeah. Need to do it right.
Did not know that. That's crazy.
One way.
Ms. Aguirre, did you get a hold of your client?
I just spoke with him. I provided the meeting ID and he said he was logging on, so.
Alrighty. Oh, I think that's him. I'm gonna take him in a breakout room so I can verify his information before we come out, okay?
Was she such a spread?
Okay.
She's,
Big.
no, poor thing.
She's at.
Okay. I think the.
Gary. She.
For sure. Yeah, if that's not a sign, I don't know what.
Yeah. You did one.
Brain.
Yeah. Third man. Was it? She messes. Wait.
So my disadvantage is that I didn't have a docket and I'm like, I gotta do these people are.
You and my photo need to go.
I'm like,
I don't know.
what care?
It was really, it's actually, she gives a shit. Never had.
Yeah, but she also knows who the video is. I don't think that. I don't even, that's fine.
It's hard.
The only reason I didn't queue it or Sewell is because I did Sewell's arraignment and he was on that arraignment. So I know any of those people are.
So do you want a document with that?
I just printed it. I just printed it.
Oh,
I don't know what to do with it.
I'm gonna get you.
I did print it. She's got me trying to learn how to do this for her too. I'm like, I don't know if anybody is. And she comes in and goes, what does all that mean? And I said, prosecuting attorney, defense attorney, you got all the people. I don't have to get off it. I'm probably not as much if I go dancing the shit.
Counsel, your appearance for Montgomery.
Morning, Your Honor. Girl with the Neighborhood Defender Service, P 86432, appearing on behalf of Gregory Montgomery, who is present via Zoom. Montgomery, will you please state your name for the record?
Gregory LaDon Montgomery.
Thank you. Counsel, he needs to be arraigned. Would you waive formal reading?
Yes, Judge.
All right. And what are we doing today?
Your Honor, we are setting this for an in-person preliminary examination. If the court is available, next week on the 10th, then we are requesting that.
We got a time slot next Wednesday or next Tuesday?
Yep,
Heather?
I'm checking right now.
That's going to be with Judge Patton, counsel.
It looks like 12.
12 noon?
12 noon.
Mr. Montgomery, 12 o'clock next week, week from today.
12 noon. Yeah, I'll have to come in my work clothes, but I'll be able to make it. Yes.
Okay.
Is that on the 13th, Yana?
Yeah.
On the 10th.
On
10th,
the 10th
a week from today.
at 12 noon. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Where do you work at, sir?
I work at Ford Battery Plant in Ypsi.
Yep. How long you been at Ford's?
I just got hired in April 11th of last year.
All right. So you're working on your first year. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to put you on a personal bond. The first two conditions are real obvious. Stay out of trouble and show up for your court dates. Third condition, do not purchase, possess, or consume any mood altering substance unless you've got a doctor's prescription for the substance. That means no alcohol, no marijuana. Can you live with those rules?
Absolutely.
Raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to court in the amount of $1,000 if you mess that up?
I agree.
You violate bond, you go to jail, it's going to cost you $1,000 to get out. Questions for your attorney?
No questions whatsoever, Your Honor.
All right, we'll see you next week. Thank you, counsel.
Thank you.
Mr. Kerwin, what do you got?
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome, counsel. Enjoy your day. Joe. Gist? Hey, Heather,
Yes, Judge.
can you call next door and see if they've got Kaplan tied up?
Yeah.
I'm waiting on him.
He just walked out of there, Judge.
Thank you. You coming?
Down in Montgomery, Wentz said he backed up there, his home's coming there. Or else you're gonna be.
So Heather, you think he's on his way?
Michelle said Kaplan just walked out of Judge Hatton's courtroom. While I was talking to her, he walked out.
Thank you. And what's the date we're going to give Lambert? Can we give her next week?
For an exam
Yeah.
or another PCC? Because we need an
PCC.
attorney.
PCC, I'm sorry.
That's on us, so we don't care. Let's see. 8:45. Hopefully she'll get here early enough. That gives her 3 hours to get here on time.
Okay.
Carol, are you gonna do the notice?
And you're gonna request an attorney.
Yep, once I get the paperwork. Carol, we gotta remove the warrant. If she checked in downstairs, why did they not remove the warrant? Yeah, she
I don't
checked in
know- I don't know
downstairs.
if she checked in or just walked up here.
No, they checked her in downstairs.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Ms. Kaplan. Ms. Lambert, come on up. So, Mr. Kaplan, your appearance for the people.
Stephen Gamble on behalf of people here.
All right, Ms. Lambert, have you had any contact with your attorney? Because we have not heard anything. Okay. All right, so you were scheduled this morning at 9:30 or 9:45?
She had told me 11 today.
Okay, what'd the court tell you last time you were here?
11. I believe. Well, then they should be 9:45, but my attorney told me 11 after that, so that's.
Okay. Okay. All right, well, the problem is you've missed court dates twice. Once in December, once in January, and then today you're almost 2 hours late.
When did I miss it in December? I
Hold on.
She was supposed to be here at 11 o'clock on January 20th.
Right, and that was the second FTA.
Mm-hmm.
So on January 20th, Judge Martin, who the case was assigned to, set your bond at 50,000, 10%.
Yeah, that last board meeting, I was completely my fault. I was mistaken, and I apologize. I didn't mean to miss it at all. The next board day, I will be on time and I will show.
Mr. Kaplan, anything from the people?
Where I'm defending you, so without the respect of the court and a lack of dependability. On the other hand, suppose the motion should have anything to do with anything here, but do feel bad for her in a way. She's short straw on them anyways. I would not mind if you send us some mercy here.
My problem is some of this is on the attorney. And I don't want to punish Miss Lambert because her attorney seems to be A, uncommunicative, and B, totally misinformed about who sets the docket of this court.
Yes,
Are you working?
Not
When's the last time you had a job?
a while. I stopped working because I had children, and then one of my babies had passed away. So
I am so sorry.
I'm dealing with that, and
I am
that's
so sorry. Are you doing grief counseling? Where at? Good. Are you driving?
no.
Who's your transportation?
I walked.
Joe, is Kerry Martin still out there?
Isn't it for
Would you ask him if he can get in here when he can? Please, thank you. Heather,
Yes, Judge.
if I spot a point Kerry Martin, will they honor it?
I think that they would have to, but we have to make sure that there's not an NDS issue. Because is Carolyn Marsh NDS? Let me double check. No, she's not NDS, so we just have to make sure there's not an NDS issue.
Yes, Your Honor, if I may, I believe the reason,
State your name on the record.
Detective Wesley Jolly,
Go ahead.
reason that I believe she was assigned on a DS attorney is assistant co-defendant case, and the other half is assigned to DS counsel.
Thank you. That's helpful.
You're welcome. Good.
So I followed it out. Sure. Actually.
Detective Jolly, do you know who the defendant's attorney is, the co-defendant's attorney is?
I do not, Your Honor, off the top of
It
my
was
head.
Satchwell, Judge.
It's Satchwell?
Yes.
She just said she lost a baby. She's been. And she had 50 problems. So about it. Was it
Do you know when the co-defendant's scheduled, Heather? Or can you tell me?
Yeah, he's already downtown. He waived exam back on December 17th.
Who was the attorney that was supposed to be here on this?
Carolyn Marsh. And I've been calling her unable.
It's never. So, well, no. It's better to go pick her up. So, if I could step in. No, I know, yeah. Well, it's a compliment. I understand it's a compliment. I appreciate that.
Detective, come on up here.
Yeah, like I said, it has to do something. Yes. It's got the town, so because any message. Right, they can't have someone. She got this. And if we like, I can't do it, but I'm. I started to get, like, my first back. Because I have insurance, but she's on it. That's me. She's doing it. Saying that you reach out to your chief. Okay. Call.
Right, right. No, I understand that, but if that's what she's burned the bridge with me. Right? Yeah, okay, thank you.
Thanks.
All right, so I'm gonna change your bond. I'm gonna put you on a $5,000 personal bond. That means if you're not where you're supposed to be Tuesday morning and you're not here at 8:45, next time you come in contact with the system, you're gonna have $5,000 to get out of jail. Clear? Raise your right hand. Do you swear? Well, first of all, you understand, first condition is no new charges. Second condition is you're in court for your court dates. Do you understand? Swear and affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court in the amount of $5,000 if you screw all that up. Or any of that up, if you screw any of that up.
Right.
All right. And good luck, Miss Lambert. Detective, thank you very much.
See, right back there, I'm talking when they hear you.
I probably just screwed up your lunch too, didn't I? Well, that's right. You can pawn it off to one of the other
Yeah,
guys. She needs to submit a whole round. All right, I'm gonna go get something to eat. Yeah, that's not. No. I wasn't suggesting you do that. I just want her to have a face that she could tie and you.
I will make sure she says.
Okay, all right, Heather, I'll talk to you later.
Yep. Okay.
Fingers on the dust, right? 34, 600, moving on. But I mean, it's, all right. Then you go back to it, and your first thing, it's good. And that's good. Get to go back. Well, I'm just going to show you. I'm going to do this. Build the dogs. But, yeah, I'm hope that if you leave here, I'll go on there and swear that I'll let you know. So it's the paperwork, everything. Don't move it up. All right, you think downstairs now and give you the direction with you.
This scene shows how quickly accountability hits when excuses run out. The defendant stands in court trying to move forward, but the judge focuses on the bigger picture years of unpaid fines, repeated violations, and no real effort to fix the situation. Instead of going easy, the judge breaks it down step by step. They don't stop you because you don't have a license. Stop you because of how you drive. That line changes everything, because now it's not just about paperwork, it's about behavior. The judge orders fines, adds work program days, and warns clearly that this cannot continue in this moment. The courtroom delivers a strong reminder. Actions bring you here, and only your actions can get you out.
That was quick. Do you need to speak to your client?
Yeah.
Case 5901.
What's the oh, we gotta wait for your client, Carrie.
Okay. Heather, while we wait for him, maybe the court could explore exam dates. Mr. Craig and I were looking at the first week of March, with the exception of the afternoon of Monday, March 2nd. But any other time that week should work.
It will be a Tuesday. So
I was just wondering if it might be any other day because it's a homicide case and might be specially scheduled.
That also works for the people. I just want to confirm that.
Alrighty, that will take just a minute.
Thank you.
Or is that?
Hey, good morning, Heather.
Good morning, Mohammed.
How are you?
I am just fine. Josh, I made you co-host so that you can jump around so I don't have to worry about you.
Sounds good, thank you.
And who are you here on? You're in here,
I'm
McCullough?
here to put a plea in on Tierra McCullough.
Okay.
Do we have either Muhammad or Steve Stein or
Yep, Mohammed. If you wanna grab him and you can go in his breakout room. Oh, he's already in there if you want to go in his meeting room.
Perfect, thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Clayton, it'll just be a minute. Carrie, is it for that date, is it because of how many witnesses? Mr. Craigo?
Oh, in terms of selecting the date of beyond
Yes.
the 21 days,
Oh, no. Just how long you guys need.
I think this will be an afternoon type of exam. If it was that 36th district court, it would take an hour, hour and a half. So
About an hour, hour and a half. Okay.
yeah, we put it in the afternoon if that were the case, but
Radio.
Okay, Carrie and Craigo. Look at March 17th or the 24th.
I'm in jury trial on the 17th, but the 24th works for me.
Okay. Mr. Martin? You're speaking and you're muted. Yep.
Okay, checking my calendar for the 24th now. I think that'll be okay. I wasn't anticipating it being pushed quite that far, but
Well,
that's all right.
That way it's on Judge Oakley's docket. I mean,
Okay.
unless we can do the end of February.
End of February, meaning
The 24th.
on the 24th. And see, that's a bad date for me. And no way you can set this on Judge Patton's docket or Martin's docket on early March.
Hold on.
Okay.
What about March 3rd or March 10th at 8:30 in the morning?
That definitely sounds better for me. March 3rd would be great. How about you, Brian?
Yeah, the 3rd or the 10th will be fine.
At 8:30?
Yep, whatever the court
8:30.
prefers.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get a hold of county. I'm not getting through to anybody, so I'm still trying to get him on.
Okay.
Heather, I think APA Kaplan's bringing in the plea form.
Perfect, thank you. Did you need, oh, you had co-host, forget it.
Yeah, Ms. McCall and I have spoken already. Should be good to go.
This courtroom moment quickly turns serious when the judge reviews a defendant with a long history of violations. What starts as a routine plea suddenly shifts when the judge points out the reality over $4,000 already owed. Multiple tickets, ignored, and not a single payment made. Then comes the blunt truth. You've got to stop driving. You're not a good enough driver to get away with it. The room goes quiet. The judge makes it clear this isn't bad luck. It's a pattern. Speeding, running stop signs, and then getting caught without a license. And just like that, the sentence follows. Fines increase, work program added, and strict conditions set in under a minute. The message is clear: if you keep repeating the same mistakes, the court will eventually stop giving chances